Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 7th of June 2021. I hope you're doing well, Leo. Leo, be sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus signs for a full picture of the energies that you've got going on this week. I've got a live show 3 times a week live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I'd love to see you in there. And I offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com, if you want one of those. Willing entanglement. Somebody else got this as well. I can't remember which side. Excuse me. Willingly getting entangled in something maybe that you shouldn't do, Leo. What you get into some kind of trouble here. Aquarius it was, I think. Maybe not. I can't remember. Okay, what else have you got going on? You could be getting yourself into some trouble here. Just be careful. Careful of what you get entangled in. Mystery. Eyes wide open, Leo. Notice what's going on. There's an element of peer pressure about this. Someone could come up with some dodgy plan. I think it might be an Aquarius, or you might be coming up with the dodgy plan for Aquarius, and you're both in it together. And careful, careful. Let's get some tarot out for you, Leah. It doesn't feel like anything major or big. It just feels like something you shouldn't be getting caught up in. Leah, what do Leo need to know about this week? King of Cups. Ooh, relationships. Maybe. I don't feel that's you, the King of Cups. I feel like it's someone else, someone in the field, someone that's very sensitive and caring and nurturing and all of that. Could be a masculine. Could be. Might not be. What else do Leos need to know about? I'm going to get clarifiers out for all of these, by the way. So we'll find out exactly what it is. Oh no, I think it's Judgment. I thought it was a Tower then. Similar energy, color cards, not energy. Judgment, an awakening to something. And Justice. Ooh, very good cards here. I like them. Okay, Leo, let's find out. Why the King of Cups? Who's this featuring in Leo's life this week? Who's the King of Cups here? Could be a Pisces. Too many. Who's this King of Cups? This one. The Seven of Emotions. Choose wisely. Okay, so Leo, maybe you've been hurt in the past. Who hasn't, right? But when we've been hurt in the past, we try and avoid that pain in the future. When we're talking about relationships here, we try and avoid that pain. Well, not just relationships, anything really. We try and avoid that pain in the future, right? So you could be choosing a King of Cups kind of a character, someone that's loving and nurturing, even though you might not be actually that attracted, or you might, all things considered, if you didn't have any baggage, you probably wouldn't be choosing the King of Cups, is what I'm trying to say here. The King of Cups is kind of safe, nurturing, you feel safer with them, not going to give you the trouble that the King of Wands did, or the King of Swords did, and all of that in the past. Be careful what you wish for here. Be careful what you're choosing here. You might get very bored of them very quickly. So it feels like a romantic relationship choice kind of thing. And then you're like, oh, this would be nice for a change. Someone that's really loving and nurturing. I do feel like you're going to get really bored of them really quickly. So it might not be the best choice for you. Leo, let them go. Let them go. Like before you even choose them, let them go. I'm getting a weird energy. It's almost manipulative, and it's you, Leo. You might be trying to seduce this person, getting them into a relationship when really you shouldn't. It's not a clean choice for you. Just be careful of that if that resonates with you. It's not for everybody, that message. Yeah, just be careful what you're choosing there. And it's not that it's bad, it's that it's not going to last. It's not It's not a conscious decision, let's put it that way, if you do choose them. Judgment. What's this judgment? What's Leo awakening to this week? The Knight of Emotions. Now, this is a different thing. This is someone with a love offer. You've got a lot of love choices this week, Leo, going on here. And you're awakening to something, maybe about how you're choosing between these love offers. What's behind this? What's behind this? Knight of Emotions and Judgment here. Discernment, choosing wisely, that kind of thing. Burden. The heart burdens. It's like the weight of relationships. You're taking too much there. The burden of other people's hearts and not hurting other people's hearts. You're taking too much responsibility on in relationships here about other people's feelings. It feels like, you know how it's getting like a manipulative thing now? I don't think it's manipulative. I think it's so that you can still take the burdens of their feelings and your feelings, and you feel like you might be making the right choice here, but it's not really right for you. What you need to do instead is release those burdens. So do you understand what I mean by that? Taking too much responsibility for the way that someone else is feeling and the way that you're feeling within relationships. You don't need to manage relationships so much, Leo, and be in control of them so much. Let it flow a little bit more. You're not responsible for how they feel or how you feel. Yeah, you're responsible for how you feel and what you choose, but still, even so, let that relationship flow. Could be getting lessons from people, you know? Yeah. So I would be a bit more clean about your feelings, a bit clearer about your feelings, Leo, and how you're choosing in love, and just go based on attraction. And sure, use your head a little bit, but it just feels like you're trying to circumnavigate issues and problems in the past and choose someone that's not going to give you much trouble, and you're choosing someone that's not suitable for you at all as a result of that. For those that it's resonating with, that is justice. Your justice isn't going to be found there. You see your justice and your true reflection. See how this justice card, she's got her reflection there, the one that's right for her, the one that's balanced for her. I think the one that's balanced for you, the one that would be right for you to choose, is someone with a slightly different character than it's a character that you kind of would be shying away from at the moment. Let's put it that way. Tell us why justice here. Eight of Inspiration. Where you should be marching toward it, you seem to be avoiding it. There's a hell yes here. There's this kind of person, not an individual. I think at the moment you're attracting people that you're not going to stick around with. If you were honest with yourself, they kind of bore you. But that's because the one that you would stick around with, the ones that don't bore you, you've got red flags around them. You're thinking they're not the right ones to choose. I've been there, I've done that, and they're not the right ones to choose. That's tripped me up before, and I shouldn't go for them. Even though they're your hell yes, they're your marching toward them. Let's do this. You don't trust yourself, is what this is saying. You don't trust yourself to choose. You think your pick is off, is what it is. You think your pick is off, and it's not. So ancient wisdom and new beginnings. The new beginning in love that you really want, Leo, is not where you're looking at the moment. That new beginning that you want is to be found kind of in the people that you were choosing in the past. You weren't going wrong. Just because you got lessons and just because you got hurt doesn't mean that you were choosing wrong in the past. So learn to trust your natural choices more and what your heart chooses, what your passions choose more, rather than calling it wrong because of the lessons and the pain that you've experienced in the past, because they come from everything. You're going to get pain from this King of Cups as well. There's no pain avoidance possible when it comes to relationships. And I feel like this one, the pain that you'll get with this one is feeling really guilty because you're going to let them go. You're going to get bored of them so fast. And then you feel really guilty. That's pain too. Let go of control issues. What was I saying? You're trying to micromanage relationships because you're taking the burden of them too much. That's control. That's a form of control. Why do we take control? To try and avoid pain. So relationship healing for you, and so many other signs too this week. So much relationship healing. It must be something to do with the new moon. It must be about relationships. What is it? It's like a new moon in Gemini. A personal issue reaches resolution, and what do you need to release? So there is some kind of pattern that you need to figure out this week in relationships, in choosing relationships, and it's reaching its resolution now. So you can get to the end of this issue kind of thing. You need to release that issue. Release that pattern. Get to the bottom of it. Why are you doing it? And why it doesn't make sense to do it as well. Tell us more for Leo. Detachment. There's a lot of releasing needs to go on here. Willing entanglement. King of Cups. Getting willing entangled with somebody that it's not going to last, and you know it, Leo. So detach. Release old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. It feels to me like you're avoiding passion here because you're making your passion wrong because it hurt you one time. Maybe more than one time, of course. But that's just life. That's what love does to us. It hurts. You've got both here. Receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. So I look back in the past to those ones that hurt you. That it's that needs healing, really. Not the avoidance of it again, but you need to revisit the past, the ones that really hurt you. The ones that you were passionate about that really hurt you. There's closure issues around that is what's fueling all of this. Leo, what else does Leo need to know this week? Butterfly, change for the better. Transformation. The butterfly is Leo transforming. Family wishes coming true. You are going to get that relationship and the family that you really want. You will. But this is underpinning it, this issue. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated in your love life. If it's not happening soon enough for you, this is why you're not open to the right people at the moment. It's not just you. It's this has come up for other signs as well. Something very similar to these energies. Can't remember which signs for. The hills, obstacles to overcome within you here this week. Tortoise, it's kind of slow going, slowly but surely getting ahead. You'll get to the bottom of it, don't worry. And vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you, worry that you're not going to get what it is that you want in your love life. So don't worry about that. It's you that's holding yourself back from it. You can figure it out. You can release it and let it go. You can learn this week. In fact, you can make great strides toward it this week. You can have this transformation like a butterfly this week. Flying away from it and detaching from it. Could have something to do with mother issues here for some of you. The things that your mother told you, the things that your mother avoided too. The fears that your mother had for you. There's some gems, there's some nuggets, there's some important information around the mother stuff is what I just heard there. You could be repeating things that issues that your mum had for some of you. Or it could be what she said to you to avoid pain for some of you as well. The desert, but you are leaving yourself out. You're leaving yourself out in the cold here, in the dry, in the desert. It's if you're going through a dry patch in your love life at the moment, it's you that's doing it. And don't let that make you open up to this King of Cups character here, because that's not a good choice. As I said, it's going to lead to a lot of guilt as you let them go, because you will do. For sure. So there you go, Leo. A healing week for you with regards to relationships is what it sounds like to me. So there you go. If you like this reading, please click that like button and the subscription button along with the notification bell as well to hear more from me. And be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for a complete picture of what else is going on apart from this relationship healing for you this week, Leo. I hope you had the best week ever, and I will see you next time.